Good morning. Are you ready for Christmas? Are you ready for the winter season? So I've told you that the best-selling cards are beach pictures of the beach. That's absolutely true. But the best-selling season for cards is the winter. Absolutely. Holiday cards, Christmas cards, winter cards, and you have to start now. I know it's July 8th, and it seems really early to be doing this, but in a way, there's a heat wave outside, and painting this picture cooled me down a little bit. Well, it's not really true. I do have an air conditioner. But anyway, today's picture is this one. And today's poem is Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. So it's a very wintry kind of a video today. And not only did I use watercolor, but today I used salt. I did use salt. I know. It's kind of a gimmicky thing, but it's on there. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see the textures? See that? That's why I use salt. I don't always like using salt, by the way. On my mashed potatoes I do, but on paintings, I don't always like using salt. But in this case, it came out pretty nice. It came out looking like snow or something. All right, well, let me show you how I did this one. I don't know what else to tell you, but I'll tell you this: if you want to do Christmas cards, you do have to start now in July. Let me go to I don't know if Hobby Lobby is already putting out their Christmas stuff or not, but they start early. Walgreens starts early. But if they have the product to put out on the shelves, that means the people who created the product started way earlier than them. When Robin and I used to do music, we recorded our Christmas songs like April and May. A couple of years ago, here's a good example. Here's a book that I illustrated for Pastor Jeffrey Shanks and his wife Annette. There's the cover of it right there. That's a Christmas book, and I started the illustrations for that book in February, I think. And I finished them in July, so the book was ready to go by August, and then they were able to sell it. But today we're just doing this picture, this bridge over a frozen or somewhat frozen river with trees, with snow and salt. All right, well, thank you for watching, subscribing, share this if you want. If you take nothing else away from this video, it is this: if you're doing cards to make money, you gotta make cards that sell. Is that as simple as it gets? And if you make cards that sell, you cannot hide your light under a bushel or whatever the saying is. You have to advertise. I don't say you have to pay for advertising, although if you can afford it, it might be a good investment. In my experience, the best advertising is just showing your work. Go to an art show, have a sample of your card, put your card on Fine Art America, buy your own card, and show everybody what you've done. I'm just giving you advice on how to sell. And if you sell prints of your art, you don't have to charge a lot. You can do it. I make $1 on the prints, and the originals like this one. This will be a gift to somebody. It'll be a Christmas card, of course. All right, that's enough. Let's get on to it. I'll show you how I did that one. Oh, by the way, I also used pen and ink on that one. So it's a combination of watercolor, gouache, pen and ink, of course pencil to sketch it, and salt. All right, let me show you how I did it. Well, it is July 8th, and it's time to do the first Christmas card of the season. I know. Why are you doing a Christmas card when there's a heat wave? Why are you doing a snow scene in Florida? Well, because everybody loves Christmas cards. And I have so many names on my Christmas card list. And you know what they like? You know what those people like? They like hand-painted cards. And to be honest with you, which I always am, to be honest with you, this is probably my favorite gift to give. It's a very, very cool gift. Let me explain. Maybe I don't need to explain. But if you have a gift that you give somebody that is a sweater, nothing wrong with a sweater, by the way, or let's say a toaster, and there's definitely nothing wrong with a toaster. Everybody loves a good toaster. But you're not going to see the sweater that you gave somebody on Christmas hanging up on their wall in August. You might see them wearing the sweater again next December, but you're not going to see it hanging on the wall. If you give them a card, guess what? A hand-painted card. You will see it hanging up on their wall next year, 2 years. I gave my brother Bob, I gave everybody in my family some hand-painted boxes for Christmas one year. They were about the size of these greeting cards, little tiny boxes, but I painted each side of them the same way I paint these cards. And he still had it hanging on his, well, it was on his, he was a mechanic, so I don't want to say a desk, but he had like a workbench. That's the best way to describe it. And he had tools, and he had jars with nails. He had all kinds of stuff. And among the things like tacked to the wall were photographs, family photographs. It was very touching. Oh, I'm talking about when we went to clean out his place after he passed. I forgot to mention that part. But anyway, he had pictures of everybody, and it told us how much he really missed his family, because he lived far away. He lived in Arizona, in California. He lived both places. And we all lived here on the East Coast. So, among the pictures, among the photographs and everything that he had was the box that I gave him. And we went out there. Let's see, he passed in May. So we were out there in May. And then we were out there later on in the year in September. But the fact is that the picture was there all year long. I mean the box and the pictures. So I'm using pen and ink here to create a silhouette of a bridge with a woman wearing a long winter coat, because it's not too early to do Christmas paintings. Not too early. And you'll see if you do make Christmas cards to sell, they will sell. I'm always reluctant to give advice on selling things, because here's why. Everything doesn't sell. That's just the fact. Everything doesn't sell. However, if you promote the things you've made, you will find yourself having some sellers, and some will be best sellers for you. That's what you got to remember. Some will sell well, and some won't sell well. And the only way you can, I don't want to use the word guarantee too confidently, but with that said, I'm going to use the word what word did I not want to use now? I don't remember. The guarantee. I don't want to guarantee that you'll sell anything. I don't want to use the word confident, the word sell. I don't want to use the word guarantee confidently. Okay? But you will sell something. I guarantee. And again, I'm not too confident about using that word, because you never know. Everybody's art is different, and everybody's art doesn't sell. That's the observation I've made. Robert and I do a lot of art shows, and we've been disappointed a lot because of things that don't sell. But I'll tell you what, if you have a variety of stuff, you'll find that some things always sell. One thing that always sells is Christmas cards. And you'll find that the ones that are snowy seem to sell the best. I know it doesn't snow everywhere. The ones with Santa Claus on them, do they sell? I don't know. They don't sell for me. Not really. The ones with the nativity scene, they do sell. But they don't sell as well as a simple snowy landscape. So that's why I'm starting with a simple snowy landscape. With a bridge, obviously. And I'm not even beginning with the watercolor yet. I just wanted to create this silhouette here of this bridge with this person walking over it. It's going to be somewhat of a snowy scene. I hope it comes across as snowy. The thing I like to be careful of with the pen and ink is to use it almost in a stark way. I could use it with crosshatch, making some pieces like shaded instead of pure black and pure white. But in the context of a watercolor painting, I like to do the shading with the paint, and I like to do the silhouette with the pen, because now I'm trying to decide if I want that middle bar there or not, or do I just want that. What do you think of that one? I'm not sure about that one. Yeah, why not? That would work. That would work. Just like that. Yeah, see, you could do cross hatching and it would be shaded, but then it becomes more of an illustration than a drawing, and I want to keep it kind of a painting. I want to have it have that painterly look, you know. So I was thinking about putting a middle, like wood in the middle there, but I'm not sure about that. I think I like it just the way it is. And then this will be the bottom of the bridge, the thing that supports it. And that I will color in with the paint. So this is a snowy scene, and hopefully it's my first winter card for the Christmas season, even though the Christmas season really doesn't begin until what, November? Like Thanksgiving or something? But you know, people start buying stuff way earlier than that. So I am making this with the intent of selling it. Yep, absolutely. It's probably the biggest selling season of the whole year. The best selling paintings are the beach. However, the best selling season is the winter season. Does that make sense? Because even those beach pictures sell in the winter. You know, people, especially if it's Florida or Hawaii or I don't know, the Bahamas, the Caribbean, Jamaica. All right, there's our bridge. And now we're going to be able to see, because it's ink, I'll be able to paint over that. Now to sketch in the rest of it, I'll use the pencil. And then really simply, I just want to create some kind of a landscape under the bridge. We have some water coming through here. There's this. Let's come up here. We'll have some trees in here. We have this coming through here. I want that light. I want their light to be coming through, reflecting off of this frozen river here, coming under the bridge. And of course trees. There are bridges like this right here in Florida, but they don't see snow. They don't. Actually, I'll tell you the truth. I worked in an office complex here in Ocala, and they have a man-made pond there, and there was. I'm just trying to keep that like that. Just keep the trees like that kind of a shape there. So we had a winter one time where the bridge over that man-made pond did look like it had snow on it, because it was very, very cold. I think it was a January day. All right, well, that took a long time just to sketch that that bridge. And now what I want to do, so I'm going to use some kind of a rich blue, I think, rather than making it a gray sky. Well, I think that ink is picking up. That ink is not fast. It's picking up. That's okay. All right, now I'm gonna get some of this. Well, that's green. Let's get some blue here. I'm just gonna try and get it very, very blue. I think a nice blue sky in the winter. Sometimes you might want to try putting salt, by the way, on your winter pictures. Give it a try. See if you like it. See if you like it. Sometimes you like it, sometimes you don't. I know a lot of people use salt in their watercolor paintings, and salt works really well with the winter pictures. I'll do one, not today. Maybe I should do it. Should I go get some salt? What do you think about that? There we go. Get some of that picked up there. So we have some of our blue reflecting off of the water. And now we're going to put some, I guess, some gray. I'm trying to think if I should do the salt idea. I'm not sure. All right, let me sketch in with the paint some of the darker areas. I kind of want a gray. Let me bring down the blue a little bit. It's a little bit too blue. Okay. Get this other one here. This one has some more gray tones in it that I could use. There we go. Let's get some of this blue on here. Oops. I'll probably use some white later on for the snow caps on. Maybe I'm just thinking as I do this what I should do. So I'll keep some white from the paper to represent a lot of the snow here. I kind of want it to be a blue tint though. Let me get it very, very light here. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I want to spread it out here. I think I will get some salt. I'm gonna go get some salt. I think I'll just get this very wet. I'll be right back. We'll see if we like that. We might not, but we might. I'm going to turn off the camera. I'll be right back. Okay. Make sure I got it focused. So I have my salt, my Morton salt, and I'm going to salt it. Let's just see what happens. I've done salt before on paintings, and I've had mixed feelings about it. But I just thought I'd try it. What the heck? What the heck? Why not give it a shot? So a lot of this is... I sort of have to wait for it to dry now before I do anything else. Alright, well, let me let it dry. I'm going to force it to dry. I do have my hand dryer here, my Pro heater, which is too hot really for paper. You have to be careful with it. It's better to use a hair dryer. But I'm going to dry it, and then I'm going to brush this salt off. Let me do it. I know it's going to be noisy. I'll cut the sound down on the video. I just want you to see it. Okay, well, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to forward that so you don't have to sit through the whole thing. Well, it's dry now. Alright, see, I tell you, I have mixed feelings about salt on paintings. Some people get great results out of them. Alright, now I'm going to brush the salt off of there. It should leave little marks. Yeah, it did. It left a lot of little salt marks. And that's okay. That's what we sort of kind of want. This is more of a crafty thing than an artsy thing. I don't know. It's still a little bit wet right there. It's still a little damp. Oh, but can you see it did give it a little bit of a texture. So now everything is very salty. I can taste it. It's brushing. Oh my gosh. It feels like I have sand everywhere now. Well, hey, I have mixed feelings about salt, but I think my feelings for this particular one is it looks like it's working. That part right there wasn't really dry yet. But can you see the little marks that the salt left? Okay. I am winging this one, by the way. I don't really have a reference photo for this one, so I'm kind of stuck here. I know what I want to do, but alright, so I have a lot of snow here, and we're going to add probably some white to that bridge to make it look like snow. But I think now I need to put something in the background. See, I like that blue, but I gotta bring it down. I don't want it to be so stark. So orange is a good way to make blue less blue. Okay. So I'm gonna make some background hills here. Some background hills. Some places in the distance that maybe it comes back. Maybe you can see it through the bridge. Yeah, that's kind of working there. It's a very sketchy idea here today. Very sketchy. And let's try over here. Oh, that kind of looks nice, doesn't it? Kind of like the way that looks. Alright, and we'll come over here. So on this side of the bridge, we get some blue and orange mixed together again. Gives it that. There we go. There's our hill in the background. Ooh, that came out nice. What do you think? Okay. It's coming together now. It's coming together. Now let's take some of this blue. I kind of want the blue to be so kind of make this water look like water. Okay, or ice. Yeah, it's a frozen river. What am I thinking? It's a frozen river, so it's got to be ice. Okay, now let's take some of this dark here that we made. We're going to create some kind of a reflection of the bridge down here, or a shadow or something. And I'm going to try and make this part of the bridge a little bit darker. There we go. Little tiny areas where the snow is just barely visible. I don't know. I don't really know what this is going to look like when it's done. Well, I suppose you do, because you've seen the intro video. But I'm going to try to make some little dark areas here. Little places where this there's some of the shadow from the bridge. There's some dark areas up here. And again, the blue. The blue, the blue, the blue, the blue. I think blue is such a good color when you're trying to do snow, because even though snow is white, but the blue gives you that cool feeling, and it gives you a way to do shadows. And there we go. Make sure we keep a lot of that white right there for that snowy look. And that river coming this way. That salt did leave a nice texture, but see, I'm kind of making it obsolete anyway by painting over it, so I don't want to rub it too much. All right. All right, now I think it's time to add some trees here. All right, let's take our little brush and let's make trees. What color is this? We could start with brown, I guess. Put some trees. There's a tree right there. And don't really have any real design for a tree in mind, but I do know that I want it to be obscuring the edge of the bridge. So let me do that.
We'll just head down, carry on, 'cause what else can we do but get through? And we'll sing hallelujah, but what is that to you right now? But let's talk in a way that can give us some faith to go around. We'll hold tight as we can when it's better again, and that'll sustain me for now. I'll hold on tighter to you, my friend, when we're together again. Together again, when we're together again. When we're together again. I have a poem, by the way, also
By who do you think? Robert Frost. It's a great name for winter poems. Robert Frost. So there we got this big old tree here. And it's got a big old heavy branch that comes out over this way. Just keep working it. You know what we should do? We should put a red cardinal in the tree. I think that would be a fun idea. Okay, we just keep making trees. We're gonna make a lot of trees. Maybe even in the distance there's some pine trees, some evergreen trees. And some of these branches are coming out. There's lots of branches. Lots of places for the birds to sit. Lots of places for the snow to settle. Some more rocks over here. Some more edge to the river of ice. More snow. More distant trees. Yeah, just keep working it. Lots of things on the bottom too that are kind of working to create the look of the river. We can go ahead and add some more trees here. I hope it's focused. Please stay focused. I made that mistake a couple videos ago. Lots of branches. Just branches come everywhere. starting to look like a scene from the winter, doesn't it? It's looking like a wintry scene. I don't know how much difference that salt made, but it is visible in some of that sky area. I'm going to make this things are the way they are sometimes. It's got a very blue feel to it, of course. It's mostly blue. What do you think? It's looking like a wintry scene, right? Should I do the old-fashioned spritzing of white to make it look like snow? Like snow falling. Maybe I'll do that too. Right now just putting little areas here of like maybe where the ground is peeking its head through. Maybe there's some rocks here. Keep putting more branches, I think. I think the more trees, the better. I think. I could make it wrong. I could overdo it. So at one point you say to yourself, okay, that's enough. That's enough. Don't overdo it. A little bit of dark, I think, underneath here. A little bit more to reflect the bridge. Just reflection of the bridge. We can make this bridge darker here. Oh, we gotta get that tree darker too, because it's obscuring the bridge. And we can go ahead and add our gouache. So maybe the river isn't completely frozen. Maybe there's some things in the background here. So the poem, I have to let this dry, and then I'm going to add my white from the gouache to put some snow caps on the bridge, and I don't know where else. Maybe I'll spritz it with some white to It's another chance. It's just like with the salt. It's going to be another risky thing. But I think I'll do that. Not salt, but I mean paint. Gouache. So here's the poem by Robert Frost. It's called Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep. And miles to go before I sleep. That's from Robert Frost. It wasn't a long enough poem. Everything is still wet here. You know what? I see something right here I want to fix. Right here. I think I want a branch right there. Don't ask me why. I just think it needs a branch. A few more scraggly little tiny tree fingers reaching out into the sky. Well, this is our first Christmas card of the season, and I'm not done yet. First I have to clean this brush because it's got so much black and dark blue in it and brown. And now I'm going to take my titanium white, or just white. Not sure what the difference is between white and titanium white. Okay, so here's the white. I'm going to put it on there. A little dab. Hopefully everything's still in focus, right? Whoa, it went up. What happened? Okay, I don't know how that happened. Let me see. Okay, just want to make sure it's focused. Right now, I'm going to add some snow. I don't know where. I'll start right down here. Little pieces, little places where snow has gathered on the bridge. I like the idea of snow on the bridge, by the way. If I really had thought this out, I would have done this with the white paper. But it's okay. I'm not entering a contest. That's what I always say. As long as I'm not entering a contest, I just want to make snow. I just want to make a painting. So here we go. A snow-covered railing on a bridge. We can put some down here, maybe. Let's put some down here on the trees. On some of these branches. Maybe the snow blew up against it. Oh, you see that? It's working nice, right? Oh yeah, this white. This white is doing a good job. Thank you, white snow. Put some up here. I don't really have to do a whole lot to get the effect. Just a little bit. And that salt is kind of working, I think. I'm gonna put some snow up here. Maybe there's some snow drifts coming off the bridge. It's good to use the wet paint. It's when you use the dry paint and you reactivate it, it doesn't have the same opaque effect. You know, part of the reason is because it reactivates the paint that's already on the paper, and in this case, it's not doing that. All right, let's put some more snow down here. Some of these areas that I covered with dark colors. And then there could be snow on this side of the tree. A little bit. You know how snow sticks to a tree? Let's get some snow on this branch here. Snow in Florida. Our first Christmas card of the year. I made a bunch of them last year. I didn't start this channel though until late in the year, so you didn't see most of the cards I made. For those of you who've been around that long, I appreciate, by the way, everybody. Thank you for participating in this channel. I hope it helps you in some way. I hope it makes money for you. I hope your art serves you and brings joy to the people that you give the cards to. Alright, I think I got enough little snowy areas here. It's kind of cool how it worked out. Kind of very cool. Do I want to risk it by splattering? Alright, I know you want me to. Oh gosh, do I want to? Let me put some more lines in the water just to maybe to make it look like it's still flowing, even if it's frozen. Maybe it's flowing a little bit. The fish have to have a place to live. Well, there's our snowy card with a person walking over a bridge. Alright, let's see. I'm going to water this down. Let's see what happens now. So there's a couple of ways you can do this. I'm going to do it this way. You tap it like you're playing an instrument. There, you see those little drops forming on it? I wetted it down, so. Alright, let me get some more. Oh, it backfired. It went in my face. Okay. Just get a lot of it on there. Can you see it? Can you see those little snowflakes? Oh my gosh. Well, now I can't touch it. I've got to let it dry. Alright, let's go to the dryer again. Alright, our snowflakes are dry, but I see one compositional mistake. I mean, wouldn't there be, like, if there was a bridge there, wouldn't there be something over here? You know? Did I make a mistake there? There should be something over here. Some way for this bridge to come to an end. I didn't make a complete bridge. I'll just add a few things here. Maybe a tree to cover it up somewhat. That was fun putting those snowflakes on there. And then maybe over here there should be a little something going on. Maybe the other end of the bridge is way over here. Maybe there's some things in the way. but you can't see it. There, I think we got it now. I think we got it now. We got our bridge. We got our person. We got our snow. There, I think that's good now. Alright. Let me fold it up and declare that we have our first Christmas card of the season. And we used salt. What do you think? Do you like our first Christmas card of the season? Oh well, July 8th. Christmas in July. It's really not Christmas, this picture. It's really just winter. It's my favorite kind of Christmas card, though, is a winter card. A snowy winter card. Alright. Have fun. I'll talk to you later. Bye.